Afraid it's already been done, Warren.
It's beautiful. Oh man, really? Anyway, hey y'all. I'm Warren, and I'm back with another tutorial. This is Holocene by Iver. For those of you who don't know, this is my wonderful assistant and wonderful guitar player in his own right, Vincent Doe. Vincent Doe, everybody. He's helping me out by showing a second guitar part today for this kind of expansive tutorial. And for those of you who don't know, I love Iver. Amazing songwriter. Love his stuff. I had to tackle this song, and really it took a long time to figure out what was going on in this part. But yeah, it's going to take some commitment. Just being upfront about this tutorial. It's going to take some fortitude and some dedication to be able to get through this one. But we're going to talk about the two guitar parts at different times. So we're going to start with the main guitar part, and this is the part that you recognize opening the song. And what's going on here that makes it sound different from the other guitar part is that it's, even though it's, it looks normal, it's like a C chord for those of you who know already. It's high-strung, or Nashville tuning. For those of you who are aware of the names, this is just the like a higher version of standard tuning. Okay, so Vincent, you're in standard tuning. Okay, we're both Capo 1. Why don't you show them what the 6th string normally sounds like on a standard tuning guitar? And then mine is next one, next one, next one. And the next two are the same. Yeah, okay. So what's happening is Vincent's 4 wound strings are replaced in a high string tuning with a higher octave. Okay, so what we've got is this string is tuned to still the same note, it's just a higher octave. So it's the higher version of that note. Those who don't know, octaves is just a musical term for the distance between two notes, specifically 12 half steps, or 8 steps in a scale. So what we've got is, when we play together, we've got this interesting interplay, this kind of mixture, and the voicings of the chords sound much more rich, and it sounds a lot like a 12-string guitar. But the main guitar part that opens up this song, it's by itself, and that's why you have this really interesting high, kind of shimmery type of sound here. Okay, so we're going to get right into it, and to better explain what the picking pattern is like, we're going to count along. Okay, so there's the 4 main beats to this song. They're real slow, kind of the song's just real slow, and it's kind of plodding along. Somewhere, baby, it's part of me, apart from me. 2, 3, 4. Okay, and each one of those 4 beats is subdivided again into 4 smaller beats. Okay, so you got 16 total. And before it gets ridiculous and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 to talk about each one of the 16 individual beats. We use this rhythmic vocalization in music theory to make things a little easier on us. So 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. So we have a name for each one of those 16, okay? So the very first chord, you ready? You got your guitar strung in high-strung tuning? Ready to follow along? It's okay if you're in standard. You can just play along with this. It won't sound exactly the same, but it'll definitely work. So X, 3, 2, 0, 1, 0 is your standard C major chord. And we're going to go like this. So 1 E and a, 2 E and a. And that's the pattern there, okay? So we're going to do that again, but I'm going to break it up. It's going to be thumb on the 5th string, index finger on the 3rd string, and then middle finger on the 2nd string. Do the index finger again, okay? 1 E and a, 1 E and a, 1 E and a. Okay, now we're gonna add the next one, which is your thumb on the 4th string. 1 E and a 2, 1 E and a 2, 1 E and a 2. And we're gonna add the 1st string with your middle or ring finger, both are acceptable. 1 E and a 2 E. which is your index finger on the third string. 1 E and a 2 E and 1 E and a 2 E and 1 E and a 2 E and. Okay. The next one is your thumb, and this is the trickiest one, but 1 E and a 2 E and which is your fourth string there. 1 E and 2 E and Now the reason this is so tricky is because it loops after this one, okay? So it's gonna have to be thumb twice. You're gonna play the first one of the next pattern with your thumb on the fifth string. So it's gonna go fourth string, fifth string consecutively. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and 4 E and a. Okay, so that's kind of the tricky part. Vincent was pointing out to me earlier, it's like, it's weird because your thumb is usually used to playing on the strong downbeat of the chord, you know? Like there's really just, there's some oomph there when you play with your thumb. But there's this anticipatory beat, okay? So we got the of 2 and the of 4 that the thumb is also playing on. So you get thumb, 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 okay? So then, after you're done with that, you get real comfortable with it, loop it a ton of times, make it till it's like autopilot. You could just do it without even thinking about it. You're going to move on to the next chords, okay? So I'll be real quick about this, but the next one is like an A minor type of shape, but you don't use these two fingers. X 0 0 0 1 3, and you just do one beat, and you stop. 1 E and and before you hit 2, you add your finger here and go to the next chord. 3 X 0 0 1 0. Okay, this is your C2 over G. So 1 E and a 2 E and a. Now this pattern is just thumb on the 6th string, but everything else is the same. Notice that thumb, 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 thumb. Back to the A minor, and now we're at this F type of shape, okay? So 1 X 0 0 1 0, and again the pattern is the same as the C2 over G. You just do the same pattern throughout this whole thing. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and a. All together. Some way, baby, it's part of me, apart from me. Repeat it. That's pretty much it for the intro and the verse, okay? And we got the next part, which is, and once I knew I was not magnificent. So we got a different picking pattern there, okay? And that picking pattern goes like this. 1 E and a 2 E and a. The chord shape is X 3 3 0 1 0. And you're gonna go 1 E and one E and there we go. 1 E and middle thumb, middle thumb. 1 E and thumb, middle thumb. Index, 4th, 2nd, 5th, 3rd string. 1 E and And so you're just gonna kind of work on that because you just taught yourself how to do this other pattern, and now we're doing this new pattern. So here's the second pattern: 1 E and then you're gonna add the thumb. 1 E and 2, 1 E and 2 on the 4th string. 1 E and 2 E, 1 E and 2 E, 1 E and 2. First string with your middle or ring finger are fine. 1 E and 2 E and which is your thumb on the 4th string, index finger on the 3rd string. And at once I knew I was not original picking pattern, okay? So the last thing we're going to cover about this is the third verse, okay? So the third verse has some new chord shapes, and what you've got is Christmas night, clutch the light, the hollow bright. This chord is the same. Then we've got this. So you do the same picking pattern, except we're going to do one thing different, is your thumb is going to hit the 6th and the 5th strings at the same time. Because we've got two notes, and if you listen to the studio version, we've got the left channel and the right channel have two different notes. But I thought, hey, why not? We'll combine it into this part, okay? And so this is the same chord, C2 over G, but now we're going to add the second finger, second fret, middle finger on the 5th string. It's going to make it into a G, add 6, add 4. Beautiful chord there. Very nice, okay? So we're going to do that two strings. Same pattern otherwise. And then we're going to let go and mute again back for our C2 over G. Above my brother high and tangled spine. Back to the C. Smoke the screen and make it what it was to be. Okay? So that's it for the weird chords, okay? So here we go. We're going to start to talk about the second guitar part now. Standard tuning. You ready, Vincent? Mm-hmm. Ready. It's time. Okay, good. So basically what we've got for standard tuning is almost all the chords and the picking patterns are the same. There are a few exceptions. So for the first exception, we're going to talk about A minor, okay? So go ahead and show them A minor. Now this is just your standard A minor, X0, 2210, okay? It's okay if you don't know it, you're learning now, okay? And I've got my version of A minor, which is more like an A minor 7, add 4, okay? So when we play them both together with the same picking pattern, we hear this. 3 and a 4 and a... Vincent by himself. With me. Very nice, man. Yeah. Good stuff. Okay, now we're going to show the G chord, which is the same, but they sound a little different now when we got both the guitars going at the same time. 3E and a 4E and a... Oh, it's a C2 over G, I'm sorry. Now we're going to get to the F, and the F sounds a little bit different in Vincent's part. We've got an F major 7, and it's played this way. 1X, 3, 2, 1, 0. And mine is your F, add 6, add 9. It's like a different kind of voicing there. And when they sound like together, 3E and a 4E and a... Vincent by himself. Together. Thank you, Vincent. And those are the two different chords that we've got there, chord shapes. But they work together because they're the same fundamental chord underneath. So the very next part that we have is we have the "And Once I Knew." Real quick notice, there's 3 times that vocal line shows up, and the guitar part goes to my second pattern here in the main guitar part. But Vincent's got a different guitar part for the first, and then the same for the last two. Okay, so we'll talk about the first. And once I knew. This is based on the live versions you can find on YouTube and Daily Motion. And so XX321 X. It's your F triad, and you thought F triad was boring? Well, you're wrong, because this particular pattern is so weird, okay? So just show them the 1 E and a. 1, E, and that's your thumb, index, middle, index on your fourth, second, third. Fourth, third, second, third. Yeah, there you go. Thinking in reverse. Go ahead and show one E-anda again. You do one of those, okay? And then you start to go 2 E-anda, 3 E-anda, 4 E-anda, 1 E-anda, 2 E-anda, 3 E-anda, 4 E-anda with a triple pattern, right? Okay, so show that triple pattern of your middle, index, and thumb again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. There's groups of threes, right? So just show the three by itself, won't you? The second string first. You're going to keep repeating that until that phrase is done, okay? So we'll demonstrate that together, okay? Ready? 2, and 1, son. One more time, we'll try again. 3 and 4. And 1, son knew was not magnificent. Yeah. Gotcha. All right, so we've got the F chord, two different patterns happening at the same time, and it's just like, why would you do that? Well, the answer is Bon Iver, Justin Vernon, genius. You got two different parts that just add so much texture and depth to it. And so that's the first, and at once I knew. Here comes the second, and at once I knew. Okay, so we've got, what is this? It's a C chord shape, slid up 5 frets, okay? So that's X, X, and then 8, 7, 0, 6, 0, okay? Go ahead and show them. It's the same picking pattern as before, so go ahead and show them. Very nice. That sounds beautiful. And this is a very interesting voicing in standard tuning. I totally had a hard time figuring out what was going on here, but I watched pretty closely, and you hear this awesome little interplay between the 4th and 3rd strings. Can you play the 4th string real quick? Just the 4th string? And the 3rd string. There you go. So you got da, da, you got A and G. Well, it's technically B flat and, A flat. Well, who cares? Is it B flat and A flat? No, yeah, B flat, A flat. So anyway, you got da, da. But when you play the whole pattern, da, da, those two notes kind of rub against each other. Go ahead and play the pattern again. Did you notice that before?
Yeah,
it's awesome, right? Okay, cool. So let's show that part together with and 1 I knew. Okay, ready? 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1 I knew I was not magnificent. Very nice. Okay, very nice. So that was, great. That was great. That went real smooth. But Bon Iver wants to do something else kind of weird. We're going to do a 7-beat version of that phrase, which was originally 8. So this is the second time. So the first time was the 1 E-anda and then the triple pattern on the standard guitar. The second one is a 7-beat phrase. And the third one, you get back to your 8-beat phrase, which we just showed you. So the 7-beat phrase is going to go, and at once I knew. 4, I was not magnificent. 3, switch. That's what we do right now. Okay, ready? 2, 3, 4, and at once I knew I was not magnificent. Whoa! Okay, let's show that again. Let's slow it down a teeny bit, and I'm gonna count this time. Ready and go. And a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1 and 2 and 3. Now even slower. Okay, let's do it one more time. Even slower. Ready and go. And 1 I knew. 4 and 1, 2, 3. full speed, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. And once I knew I was not magnificent. Very nice, very nice. And so basically that is the whole song. Except you have these little bits peppered in there, and you know, Vincent, he did something kind of being fancy there. And Justin Vernon, he does 3rd fret on the 2nd string, pinky there, see that? So Justin Vernon does that. He'll throw that in there every now and then. You get that C2 over G. He'll throw that in there instead, just to spice things up. And you also have this kind of, you know, upper voicing of that F chord. And once I knew, but he'll throw that in at different times over the F chord instead of the F major 7. Right? So pretty much that's all the variation you got there. So let's do it once through from the 2nd verse, okay? Just to show slower how everything all connects, okay? How about that?
From the 2nd verse.
Yeah, just from the 2nd verse, because the 1st verse and the 2nd verse are pretty much the same. Ready and go. Maybe a little slower. Was where we learned to celebrate. The 7-beat phrase. Good stuff. High above the highway. Here's the last part, the little conclusion.
We almost forgot.
Yeah, I almost forgot, man. Last part, conclusion of the song, okay? So I could see for miles, 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 chord, okay? So I've got A minor, F, G, C. Okay, so now we're just doing one beat, one beat, one beat. And that strumming, that picking pattern is just the one beat of that pattern, our original pattern, repeated over and over again. You don't do the full pattern, just one E and a, one E and a, one E and a. When you get to the C, it's going to go one E and open 4th string, hammer with your 2nd fret middle finger there. One E and a, 2, one E and a, 2 E and a. You're going to do E and a, one E and a, 2 E and a, 3. One E and a, 2 E and a, 3. Try it slow, real and slow. One E and a, 2 E and a. Now we're both doing that. It actually sounds really awesome. That's what they do in the live versions, okay? But before that, instead of going A minor, F, G, C, Vince has got the opposite. F, A minor, G, C. Okay? So why don't you show that? So go ahead, ready, and play. Very nice. So it's just the same picking, all that stuff. It's just I'm doing A minor, he's doing F, and what you get is this kind of just a kind of mess of awesome chords and harmony there. Okay, so let's show him that once again real slow. Ready, and go. I just made that really unnecessarily flamboyant there. But let's show him again full speed, okay? Ready, and then go. Okay, very, very nice. And that's pretty much it. For more info on just music theory and things like that, you can always find me on Skype, Warren Lane. You can email me, warren@warrenlane.com for lessons, or also for tutorials. I do tutorials and stuff like that. So, we'll talk on Facebook if you want to find me. And Vincent, big things in store for YouTube. Yet to be unleashed. But thank you very much for watching. And I hope you all really enjoy it. I've been enjoying it. I'm going to try and write some more stuff in this high-strung tuning myself, as I'm inspired. And have a good day. Bye.